Hello everyone and welcome back to Zoo Crafting! I am Zookeeper Seri and we are here in the 3-Paw Puppy Daycare! Oh my goodness! I can't believe how much this place has grown. It has been so amazing working with our puppies every weekend and doing a dog quest, and it's been so much work. Erica has worked me into the ground over here to make sure that we're able to get everything expanded the way we needed to for the puppies, but I feel so much better. Not only is Erica here going to be able to offer classes as well as the special walks. Did you guys see all of the stuff we found on the special walk yesterday, by the way? Look at this. Not only did we find a backpack, but we found all sorts of unique items. There's like woodpecker eggs, amphoras, bone cutlasses, frogs. What am I going to do with this pile of bones? There's lovely geishels, candles. There's this light leather helm of light, which provides illumination and allows you to sneak on air when you have it equipped. I mean, those, and a gecko egg! I am so excited for these things. I can't believe how many things our puppies find randomly every week. It's so fun because we have this huge list with hundreds of items from our world, like a whole bunch of things that you can come up with in our world. And then every time everybody votes on the straw poll to determine what kind of special walk our puppies get to go on, because you get to purchase the little like special walk ticket and then put it in the box with a leash and then away your puppies go. Well, every time that gets voted on every week, we get to pick from that random list with a random generator, and it gives us all sorts of items that are just so much fun to experiment with and play with, and hopefully be able to give my friends some of these too, because that would be really cool. Smashing rock. Ha! You can throw these rocks. How neat is that? But it's so fun. But all right. Zoe is going to stay here, and then Devin's going to stay here, and Iris is going to stay here, and we're actually going to be headed out. Come along, Pine. You're going to be coming home with me. Soon I'll have the other puppies that we will be bringing on our adventures with us too, at least those of them who can be turned into Doggy Talent's dogs and trained up for that. We even have NPCs running around here with Grandma Catherine here, taking care of her dog Lizzie, who ran off somewhere. Yep, there's Lizzie right over there. But I love it. So the expansions to the Village of Light are well underway. And it looks like if you follow the trail of safety cones, there's future construction that's finally showing up here and there. So I would say our world is rapidly expanding. Don't you think so, Pine? He looks pretty happy about this. Look at that tail wag. Oh my goodness. So he's pretty happy about this. But yeah, we've got some expansions planned. I think you guys are really going to love that. I'm feeling the fire of getting things done, Pine. And then if you come over here, there's even a new house over here. A new house in the village of... Oh, and it's been sold. And it looks like there's even some crates inside. So somebody is moving into this new house here in the Village of Light. It's a very lovely house, too. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. What the heck? They even have one of these little column things, like a little cylinder column. That is so interesting. And they have one of the Village of Light little, the Village of Light often has these tiny little caves where they keep cave gardens. And so you can see that's over there too. So yeah, Village of Light is expanding. This is really nice. The like doggy daycare is expanded. You can see there's this new bridge here. Actually, this waterfall is new. There's a creek over here. You know, that's kind of what this is all about, bringing the world literally to life. And this is just feeling fantastic. I'm sure I'll be able to send off some letters and try to attract some villagers and other builders and be able to really bring people into the Village of Light. So we'll be able to start doing stuff here, Pine. Though Pine's really happy because we've got so much going on at the 3-Paw Doggy Bakery. In fact, I should pick up some more of the food from there before we go back home today, because there's also been a ton of work, Pine, done over at the bear exhibit. So actually, you guys can see I went a little bit path nutters. I went a little bit eager for paths, and I went a little bit eager for putting down fencing, because paths and fencing are very relaxing, and I want to start getting some major things done in the zoo. So check this out. You can actually look at that. Look how cute the picnic stop. The picnic pickup looks amazing from up here. You can actually see where you can go to the picnic area, and you can see the fencing that I put up around the bear exhibit. So our black bear exhibit has a little bit of attention, and you can see where I went a little bit eager with the pathing, and I have started putting down some paths. So we're going to go check that out today if we manage to get ourselves over there in time. You can see where there's some more construction plans. It looks like we definitely have some construction workers who might be popping up around town. I wonder if they're going to need some help getting everything built. They might start showing up with requests for me to like fill out in order to get these things done, Pine. Also, is that a grave? No, that's just a sign. I was a little bit worried there was a grave in the Village of Light. And I'm like, I know we're going to be having a lot of like former zombie villagers. Oh, which reminds me, I actually need to cure I need to cure our zombie villager. Oh, and then I left the zombie villager in the mail that Nirne gave us. So I definitely need to cure him. I really think a zombie villager coming from her territory, where there was the history of so many pirates, I think he would have a lot of interesting stories to tell. So it would be very good to cure him and see if there's anything really special about him that we might be able to share with Nirne. So we'll be looking at that. Congratulations, whoever bought the house. Oh, I feel so accomplished. I feel kind of like a mix of a zookeeper and a mayor all kind of smushed together. Oh yeah, and then I was going to buy Pine a few new treats. So I've got some emerald coins, Banker Amber. Gonna swap these emerald coins out for wooden coins. Thank you, Banker Amber. I'll see you later. And we'll pick up some of the new treats from the doggy daycare. Oh my gosh, it looks amazing. Look at this. James, I love your display cases. They're fantastic. So let's try some of the fancy new foods. Salmon, rice, and apple. That's the old food. What about salmon delight with sweet potato? What about pumpkin turkey and peaches? Let's grab a few of those. I want to grab some pumpkin turkey and peaches to feed to the dogs because that sounds like something you would expect to see in the autumn season, and it is about autumn. So let's see. And then scrambled egg and cheese pork. That sounds like something that that Pine would enjoy. There you go, Pine. All right, and let's go ahead. Come on, buddy. You can teleport out of there. And we're going to head home. I did forget about that poor zombie villager inside of my mailbox. So I'll go collect him out of the mailbox. And we'll head down so we can get back to work. Like I said, I feel like I'm kind of a mix of a mayor. Good job teleporting, Pine. Good boy. I feel like I'm a mix of kind of a mayor in charge of taking care of a big village, which I really am. 2 villages, really, since we already have... Oh, look, and there's the little mouse from yesterday. Oh, he's just running around being our village mouse now. That's adorable. But I am in charge of taking care of Zomberry Village as well as the Village of Light. So it's important to see them grow every week, Pine. Maybe I can start meeting with JJ, who is one of my sons here, more regularly, and he could submit like little request forms and things that I need to do in order to have more built here. It'd probably be good to have some proper organization. And I wonder who they would elect as like leader of the Village of Light. Or maybe I need to meet with like leaders from the Relic Ruins. I feel like I need to send off a lot of letters. I feel like a lot of mail needs to be involved. But let's go gather up my current mail at least. Oh, and you know, I haven't been in my garden. How many episodes have I done? Is it almost time to plant another tree? Nightlock, I haven't seen you in forever. Hi, my big, gigantic, fat kitty. Every time I see the cats at the cat cafe every week now, Nightlock, I think about you because you're huge. I bet you would weigh at least 20 pounds. You're just a giant cat. That's because you have all that muscle. You kind of look like Crowfeather from my Warrior Cat series, too. But I haven't been up in the Garden of Eden in so long. Oh my goodness. And it's got so many of my trees. Every 100 episodes we plant a celebratory tree. And we just hit 4,000 episodes total. Total Pine, there he went. I was wondering where he ran off to. But we just hit 4,000 episodes total for the entire channel, which is so amazing. And it covers so many ZooCrafting adventures. ZooCrafting is almost a fourth of that 4,000, which is kind of amazing to me. Let's just pick the harvest a little bit. Plenty of harvest to gather up. Oh my gosh, I love how alive our world is. It's so wonderful. Well, I'm thinking about how wonderful our living world is, and then I remember I have vampire penguins in my basement. I could probably do without the living vampire penguins in my basement. Can you really call them living vampire penguins? I guess, because we call them vampire penguins kind of like we call vampire bats because they drink blood. All right, so that makes sense. Yeah, Magic of Adventure. And then we had our cloning trees, the clone cookie tree for episode 800 of ZooCrafting. And then we had Prehistoric Discoveries at 300, Birds in the Bush at 7. So, reserved... 153 is going to be the 900th episode? What? Is that today? Is that tomorrow? I think that's going to be in 2 days. Pine, what am I going to do for that kind of huge celebration? I don't even know. What kind of tree should I plant? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Pine. Oh my goodness. We planted the Hiding in Autumn leaves for 600 when we got all the Momijis. And then the Birds in the Bush. I think that 800 was the cloning cookie tree. So, I mean, what have we done in the last 100 episodes? It's really been, I feel like something sentimental. Maybe a weeping willow? I feel like a weeping willow might be good, Pine, because it's been very, very busy and very chaotic, and it's been a huge transformational period for me. So I think maybe a weeping willow for like celebrating the 900th episode of Zoo Crafting. Man, I'm glad we popped up here to look at that, because I had no idea we were so close, Nightlock, to such a huge celebration. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I want to bake a cake now. I want to bake lots of cake. We should bake celebratory cakes to celebrate and share them with my friends. Oh, we'll definitely think about that. Not to mention I need to Jude, I need to talk to you, and I need to send out so many letters all over the world. Pine, do be careful. I don't know if Jude would appreciate you climbing on top of his post office. Okay, alrighty then. All right, careful. Okay, hi there. Sit, boy. Good boy. But Jude, I need to deliver so many letters to you to send out into the world, because I need to start actually talking with some of the villagers out there, letting them know what they want. I should probably hold like a mayoral election in Zomberry Village and see which of the villagers wants to take up the position of being the leader. So, and then I could have meetings with them, Pine, and I could meet with whoever's from Relic Ruins. I could meet with whoever is from the Village of Light and maybe get some ideas on how to expand. Well, I point at my zoo, but how to continue to expand the world. I'm sure I don't have to just put it all on my shoulders anymore, Pine. We've got builders here. I'm sure we could just like get a list of things and materials they need and then turn around and they'll do them for us. So we'll figure it out. I just need to talk to some of the villagers. All right, but enough of that chit chat, enough of that confusing chit chat and hints that I just might start doing some fun quests that would get things done. Cough, cough. And let's move on and gather up the mail. So I did leave my zombie villager. I want to make sure we cure this guy carefully so I remember that he's the one from Nirne's place, because I think he might know something about pirates. Like maybe he knows where some treasure is buried. And then we have Nutella and a pina colada and some toast from Nirne and cake for my girls. I should take the cake to my girls so they won't be mad at me anymore. I can bring my host daughters home. That would be wonderful. And apparently Nirne's place is the place to go for sugarcane. So I might go and ask Nirne if I can go ahead and like just pop over to her place and like work and get a part-time job as a sugarcane harvester when I need more sugar. But she left so much sugar. There's so much sugar. It's fantastic. Sugar abounds from Nirne. Wonderful. And then let's double check, make sure there's no other mail. Okay, we're good. All right, we're going to flip this up. There we go. All right, so no other mail, Pine. So we can go ahead and come inside and put the sugar away. Maybe I should bring my host daughters back up here. It's been a little while. Tame them once again with sugar and then just give them all of the sugar in my inventory. That sounds like it would be a fair idea. In fact, that sounds like a very fair idea. I might do that in just a moment, because the girls have been gone for so long. I really need to bring them home. We'll put the pina colada away in my drink area, and then the Nutella and the hot chocolate can go over kind of like in our snack spot. This is kind of where we snag some snacks, and we'll take the cake down to the girls, and we will convince the girls to come home. It is about time they came home. I wanted to make a big event out of it, but you know what? Pine! Pine, get out of the ground! But I think it's a big enough event that we're having the 900th episode. Here, sit there, Pine. All right, you stay there for just a second. I think it's a big enough event that we're having the like 900th episode of Zoo Crafting pretty soon. Oh, that's so many. So I don't think I need to make any kerfuffle about it. I just need to bring the girls home, feed them lots of sugar, and then we'll work with everything else later. All right, let me put away all of this stuff. Apples, and then I need to show you guys like all of the work that we've done over in the bear exhibit. It's gonna look so good. We need to build a gigantic log for our bear, not to mention get ready for like the cave painting and everything else we want to set up over there. So let me go ahead and bring the girls home. That seems like the most responsible thing. We're just gonna fly down on Aster Seed really quickly, and then I picked up a Yutsu fruit. That's fine. All right, I'm gonna have to thank Nirne, because Primrose and Bluebell have been on strike forever, and I kept putting off giving them a cake because I knew I didn't have enough sugar to make them very happy. Man, our little zoo entrance is so cool. Look at how awesome my ferns are. Look at my awesome ferns. They're fantastic. And there's usually like a whole bunch of hedgehogs just hiding in the corners around here, which is always fun. But let's go ahead and bring the cake that Nirne gave us over and give them to my girls so we can reseal our contract between host mother and host daughters. Bluebell? Will you love me again? I think Bluebell? Yeah, will you follow me again, guys? Oh my gosh. All right. Oh my goodness. They ate all of that sugar. I was hoping to have even more sugar. Maybe I should save this sugar cane and plant it somewhere. I should go make my own little sugar cane farm somewhere. But I do have the beets. I need to get more pressers, and then I could just kind of have like a constant supply of I should have a sugar pressing station in my root cellar. Oh my goodness, I thought that was a stray bunny behind me. I forgot that was my teleporter, and I just haven't made it into stone yet, and I just got so startled. Ladies, will you stay with me now? Will you stay with me forever? Will you forgive me for all of my crimes? I think they will. I also think you have to like take the sugar and then yeah, there we go. There we go. There, they're gonna listen to me again. Wonderful. Okay, come along, Bluebell. Come along, Primrose. Ah, I'm so glad. I've got my girls back. They've forgiven me. I could have made that. In fact, one day, oh, look, see, I told you guys one of the ambient hedgehogs that just wanders around here. Maybe I should like see if they've got babies, like a little nest anywhere. And if I have a whole bunch of them, I could give them away to some of my friends because that would be a good idea. All right. In fact, I need to start up that ambient animal project I was planning, Aster Seed. Clearly, I have so many letters to write, and I need to set up market stalls and market stands and signs, and I love this world because there's always so much going on in it. All right. But the girls are home, so let me go ahead and put them... Pine, hello, buddy. Oh, my gosh. And then there's tea everywhere. Oh, it's going to be so good to have the girls home. Oh, my goodness. Okay. And... Bluebell, you closed the door at the same time. And then Primrose, do you want to go ahead and... Oh, there she goes. Bluebell and Primrose are finally home. Oh, it's so much better to have them home. That makes me very happy. All right, so they're probably going to expect something very sugary for dinner. So let me just go ahead. Girls, you can have all the cake you want if I could put cake down. Do I have anything else sugary that they might enjoy? Let me see. I should have a lot of sweets somewhere. There is Nutella. Oh, here we go. I'm going to give them a hyena sprinkled donut and a raspberry pie. And hopefully that'll be a good dinner for them. Well, you know, you really probably shouldn't feed your kids just stacks of sugar. And like, I'm literally just feeding them sugar and donuts. But I think that they approve. Look at that. Look at that. And since we're on the subject of having so much sugar right now, then I think it would be a really smart idea to go ahead and set up like a permanent sugar press in the basement, because that's been something that's ruined our plans for being able to share cookies with my friends, and it's ruined our plans again and again and again at being able to get the just being able to get the plans finished for our picnic pickup area. Who knows what we're going to need sugar for in the future? Who knows, Pine? Who knows? So I think this is a good idea. I'm going to go make a presser. I'm going to make a hopper. And I'm going to make a chest. And we're going to avoid the spreading, disturbing, living, rotten flesh that is all... Wait a second. Are you poisoning my tree? Wait a second here. Wait a momento. This is what is this? This is unacceptable. Vampire penguins. What? Okay, okay. All right. This isn't cool. You should be something that I can forget about and come back to when I have time, because there's so much to do, and instead you're spreading your creepy weirdness, which I will do something about that. Not right now, not this moment, but do you hear me? Do you hear me? You better stop that nonsense. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm going to have to figure out. I need to find like a place to put hostile mobs in my zoo, because that makes sense. There are dangerous things in the world. And if I have a hostile mob area, then what if I could start a greenhouse? A greenhouse that could have like poison plants, and we could have all sorts of like poison mushrooms in there. We could talk about the most venomous animals in the world. That sounds like a very good attraction for a zoo, actually. And we could definitely like sell some of the healing antidotes. I'm pretty sure like if you get poisoned, then there's lots and lots of poison, but I wonder, are there kinds of potions that can cure you of poison? Like, I don't know. Potion of swiftness, strength, healing? Would it just be poison, like a potion of healing that would heal you from being poisoned? I'm gonna have to think about that, huh? And then maple grape juice. Oh my goodness. And then just little potions. Oh, that would be so fun. All right, one day we'll work on that. But for right now, just very quickly, I want to put together a new presser. So we've got a presser right here, okay? And then, whoops, all right. All right, so we need lots of iron and some pistons. So we need iron. It's an iron palooza. We're going to build this really quickly so that we can try to make sure we have... So I need lots of pistons. No, come back. So we need lots of pistons. But we're going to put this down in the basement because it has just been way too goofy, way too much time focused on trying to get some sugar. It shouldn't be so hard to get sugar. So we're going to make it easy to get sugar by doing some work. All right, and then I think I needed cobblestone. Was that it? All right, and then let's come over here. So presser, recipe, piston, recipe. And now we've got, I think I need 2 of these if I saw that correctly. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we need a little bit of redstone right here. Shiny gems and redstone pile. 1, 2. There we go. And then come back over here. Whoops, that's the wrong crafting station. You can see where I have like all my little projects just lined up and half done. That's so me. All right, then we've got 2 pistons. And then I need the iron. So I need to take apart one of these blocks of iron. And then I just want 1 presser. There we go. So 1 presser, and I'm actually going to need more iron because now I want to make a hopper. So we're going to make a hopper over here. And recipe for that is this. And we're going to put the hopper together with some chest. All right, do I have any extra chest? I do not. That's fine. Nope. Actually, that won't work. All right, hang on a second. I need more oak wood. We're going to swap out, and we're going to come over here and come over here. Why do I have so many projects that are just like half done everywhere? Oh my goodness. Because I'm me. All right, and then we'll grab 2 of these chests. In fact, we'll turn that whole thing into chest, and then come this way. There we go. Get a hopper, and then can I upgrade the chest? How could I upgrade my chest so that I would have more room? Oh look, you can make a fridge. It has been a long time since I have messed around with this part, so this is interesting. You can make a whole bunch of different type of chest, but what we're really looking for is, say, the multi-page chest. I don't know if I'm willing to spend that many diamonds on it just yet. All right, so there we go. We've got a little bit of a project done. Unexpected project, but I'm glad to have my girls back. There we go. We'll keep one of the chests, and we'll keep the presser and the hopper, and I'll put the rest back. So gravel can go in here while we're down here, and then leather, loot, and more. That's where I put string. String goes with wool. Now I remember. Because you can make the cotton into string and you can make string into wool. That's why it is in here. Alright, we'll go ahead and put away the iron. Man, it's been a long time since I've been mining. I've kind of been feeling like going mining recently. What do you guys think about that? Alright, and then what we're going to do is down in our root cellar, we are going to try to very, very, very carefully expand. Look at my king holly. Oh, I can't wait till we have little trophies and items like that that people can find in our world and take back to their home, or find in our world, you know, find in our zoo or the villages and take back to their home, because that's just so much fun. And then I need to very, very, very carefully figure out how to expand. I think if I go that way, I actually will collide into my aquarium. And I think if I go this way, I will collide with the entire sorting system that you can vaguely see like right back there. And if I go that way, I think I collide with the sorting system. How will Seri set up a little sugar press? Maybe Seri will set up her sugar press in the back corner. Ah! I just threw beans everywhere! I didn't know I had beans in there. Can I put my beans in here? Oh my gosh, wild rice, Nadzuki beans everywhere. Help. I forgot I even had those. I was just trying to set something up where I can have a little chest right here. Oh, but it would be so messy. Why? But it would work, I'm pretty sure. Would it work? All right, let's grab some beets, and then I'll have to just move that whole kebab. Oh, that looks so, it's so not organized, you guys. I really don't like it when it's not nice and tidy and organized, but that's okay. All right, let's go ahead and grab some beets. Where the heck? There's so many beets. So many beets. All right, and then you come up here, and let's see if it works. Because I have the happy sounds of my host daughters back upstairs, and I don't want to lose them again. Okay, come on, Hopper. Come on. You're right on top of your chest. Can you not recognize? I don't think it's recognizing its chest. All right, so I'm gonna have to figure this out. I'll mess around with this, but you guys saw it, and here's the idea. So we're going to have a permanent presser in here pressing up some sugar, and I think that'll work out pretty well. All right, and the girls are okay. The dogs have brought me home who knows what kind of random weirdness. We'll throw that into our big chest so we can start sorting through some of these things. As soon as we get a pinch of free time, I would love to let the gecko go in a new exhibit over in our temperate forest area so we could have a fun little forest gecko or lizard or salamander of some type scurrying about over there. So that would be really, really fun, especially salamanders. I ran into so many salamanders when I lived in the mountains of North Carolina. It was so fun to go up in the creeks and flip over rocks, and there'd be like this angry salamander staring at you. And I do want to cure Nirne's zombie because I think he might be something related to pirates, and he might have this bone cutlass. If I can trust him, maybe I don't want to just cure a zombie that used to be a pirate and give him a bone cutlass. That sounds a little dangerous, actually. So clearly so much to do. Sorry we didn't get to the actual zoo section just yet, but this is actually important projects to make sure we always are stocked in sugar that will hopefully mean we can keep our zoo moving and grooving. Oh, not to mention, I just remembered I gotta put this in before I forget. Martha helped me write this up earlier too. It is a request form for a new Silk Touch pick, and I'm actually hoping I might be able to lure a blacksmith to coming and moving into either my zoo as a resident worker here or the Village of Light as a resident worker over there. But all right, Jude, I need you to go ahead and deliver this for me. Request form should be good to go. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm sure he'll handle that for me. And then hopefully we'll hear a response back from the blacksmith in question. I hear he's a very, very talented man. So hopefully we'll be able to convince him to come and move either to the Village of Light or to the zoo. Either would be good. From his ego, I think he would prefer the Village of Light because then he could be the big fish in the pond. So we'll figure that out. But all right, I'm going to go make a less of a mess of my root cellar, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.